Good evening, dear students. Today we are going to start our new chapter of chemistry. Chapter number 2. Is the matter around us pure? So we'll start with what is pure. This chapter is also named in various other book or references book as the classification of matter. It is all about the classification of matter. Whatever the matter we have learned in chapter 1, or even in your previous standard, even this chapter, what is matter, all these things are present in your 6, 7, 8 also, the same matter. So how they are classified? Okay, so I will start with the brief introduction. How is the matter, how to recognize a matter, how to identify a matter. From there we will continue with the classification. Classification means broader division so that a study become convenient. So that classification is again based on two property. One is called as physical property, another is called as chemical property. Means we will learn about the physical classification as well as the chemical classification. In physical classification we will see solid, liquid and gases. In chemical classification we will see pure matter, impure matter. Then this pure could be again element and compound, while the impure matter are the mixture of this pure substance, and this can again be heterogeneous or homogeneous. So that type of mixture next we have to learn. Then how to separate the components of mixture. I mean, how to get separated the pure matter from the impure matter. So these are our content for this chapter. A student, you have to recall your previous concepts regarding the matter. If we start with the matter, so what is matter? The definition and everything you are knowing from your chapter 1 also, but many a time we get confused which is matter or which is not a matter. The definition is very simple. Anything that is able to occupy a space is called matter. So how things can occupy a space? See, a student, if I have this pen in my hand, while I am holding the pen or the tip of this pen or end of this pen at this place, unless or until I remove this pen, I could not keep another thing here. Means this space is occupied by this one. So in between this much a space which is available, other thing cannot come unless or until I remove it and create this. So whatever this space simply means the volume. Means the matter must have some volume or it must occupy the space. In addition, while we are keeping this pen in hand, we are getting some weight or mass of this. Means the things which occupy the space and which have mass, they are only the matter. Like even if you consider the, say, milk or even say water, you are just taking a glass of water. So while the glass is filled with water, can you put milk in that when the water is present?
No.
No, because it will come out. Means it has some capacity or it has some volume or some space to hold certain thing. So to remove that water, we have to first vacate it. So a student, keep in mind, while we are vacating, still some matter is present. What is that matter? It is occupied by the gas. Though this gas we cannot, I mean, see easily, or we cannot basically observe or catch it or hold it easily, but this can also be perceived. So gaseous particle, it is one of the phase of matter where the spaces between the matters are very large, and these matters are replaced automatically from a particular volume if other things, a liquid or solid, is placed there. So that is the tendency of gas. Means even the glass which is vacant, that contain the matter, that matter is your gaseous matter. Say air is present there. Now while you are pouring the milk, that air is being replaced by the milk. Okay, but air do not have the tendency to replace the milk and occupy it. Air or gaseous state have the tendency that if there is any vacant space, that will occupy it. Okay, student, you can verify these things. Even in your previous classes you have learned, even you put say large number of balloons, so whether air have some mass or not, that can also be verified. Say you are taking 10 balloon or a bunch of balloon and you place it on one side of the balance. Okay, say consider this is a balance or the two pan of the balance. So if it is in the balance condition, the balance or weighing machine, if you place a bunch of balloon, automatically you will observe that it will come down. Okay, so that will indicate that the balloon also has a weight. Do not think it is the leather part or the rubber part of balloon that have the weight. Even if there is no air in that balloon, say 10 number of squeezed balloon you are taking and you are placing it on the one side. Okay, now the same 10 number of balloon you filled with the air and place on the other side, then you will observe that the pan or the side which is containing inflated balloon, means balloon filled with air, that will be down. Okay, means what that indicate that air has weight. Okay, so that is very important. If there is anything which do not have this weight or mass and which do not occupy the space, that cannot be called as matter. Example, say I feel very hot or I feel say very cold. So can I say feeling is occupying some space, or hot or cold season that is occupying some space? No, that feeling have no weight. That will not occupy a space, because see, feeling is what? It is inside our heart or it is our perception. So in place of feeling, there could be 100 type of feeling. If the feeling is occupying some space in this environment or even inside our heart, then other feeling cannot be perceived. Okay, means it is not occupying any space, so feeling cannot be matter. Say hot or summer season, winter season, so this temperature, it is because of rise in temperature. So whether in summer or winter, the almost the same amount of air is present, almost the same amount of everything is present around us. Means this, whether summer means high temperature or low temperature, this temperature is not occupying any space. So temperature cannot be called as a matter. So matter simply means, right, few things. So matter means anything which have mass and occupies a space. A student, a space simply means it is the volume. Example, say this is the pen in my hand. A student, this much space is already occupied. Unless or until I remove this pen, I cannot put another pen here. Okay, for that this pen have to be removed, then this pen will present here. So whatever the volume or a space in this environment that is being occupied by this, unless or until this matter is removed, the same space cannot be occupied by the other. So if I am taking side by side another pen, it means it is another space occupying, but not the same space what is occupied by this first pane. Okay, student. So for occupying this space filled by the first pane, I have to remove that, then I have to place it there. Means once the matter occupies the space, that cannot be occupied by other unless or until that matter is replaced. Okay, so it is important, so that have mass and occupies a space. Okay, so one matter can occupy one space. So unless one matter is replaced, it cannot be, or replace, or better to use the term remove, is it cannot be, it means the same space cannot be occupied by other or new matter. Okay, student, so it is very important that it must occupy a space. So this space means it is the volume that we have to keep in mind. A space means it is measured in the term of volume. Like if I am taking a glass of, say if I am taking any container, say it is filled with something. If nothing is there, there is air. It is also a matter. So it is also a matter. A student, now going to put some milk here or water. So while this is filled with now water, then that air is removed from here, or very few.
Air is replaced by
Very
water.
good. Now it is the water. This is what water. So this implies the space occupied. Now, can you get that much air from here? No, you cannot get, because now
No,
replaced
sir.
by water.
Sir, some air is present there.
Yeah, some air get trapped inside the water because air or gaseous particle are able to dissolve inside the liquid. Like what, when you open a bottle of your say cold drink, what you are getting? You are getting large amount of air is coming. So
Air.
what is there? It is packed or sealed with, by dissolving some amount of carbon dioxide, okay, or air. So this dissolve, I mean this air or gaseous particle is able to dissolve between the spaces of the water or liquid molecules. So they can get trapped between them. So replace air. A student, so this matter always consists of the particles. From there we have to start. So example of matter, let us write. Example means what are the various matter. So what about the pen, pencil,
Notebook.
yes, notebook, even yourself, means animals, we are also animal, plant. So what about the things that we can hold? Even the air, this air include your oxygen, carbon dioxide. What about the utensil or the food that you are taking? Okay. What about the water? What about the milk? whatever the cold drink, etc. All these are matter. But if there is anything which do not possess mass or which do not possess or occupies a space, then they are not matter. Say, a student, you can understand this whether the thing can be matter or not. Say, I am considering the light. Okay. Say, if the light is present in a room, can you place a new thing in that light area? You can place your bench, paper, table, anything that you want. If the light is switched off, can you place more thing in that beyond the capacity of that room when the light was present? No. So whether light is present or not inside the room, it can contain the same amount of matter. Okay. So light, it simply means light do not possess the matter, or light do not occupies the space. Okay, student. So light is what? Light is not a matter, but it enables us to see something. So it is a form of energy. So energy are not matter. Similar way, say hotness or coldness, say high temperature or low temperature, whether in summer days or winter days, but the space can be occupied by same amount of matter. So as students, so certain things that what we can imagine or what we can feel, like high temperature, low temperature, light, many other things like our feeling of love or hate or anything, these things cannot be the matter. Okay, so right, but the feeling like, okay, so feeling maybe your love or hate or any kind of feeling, I'm not going to write. Feeling of say summer or winter or high temperature, low temperature. So even feeling, another say energy, say thinking. Is the thinking occupies any space? No. Whether
No.
you think that,
No, sir.
yeah. So whether you think that the table should be here or not think, but if the table is there, it will be there. Okay. So if your thinking of table is present in the room, still the table can be placed. Or even if you are not thinking that the table is present in this room, still the table could be there. Okay. So thinking do not occupy any space. Okay. So thinking cannot be matter. In the similar thing, okay, just our feeling or senses. So these senses are not matter. Etc. Say light, heat, etc. cannot be matter.
Sir,
Yes, I am here.
every matter consists space.
Obviously, all the possible matter occupies a space. Unless or until it occupies a space, it cannot be a matter. That's what I want to tell you. Say the high temperature or low temperature, whatever the temperature, but temperature do not occupy the space. Even the air that we are looking here, that I have drawn in the very first figure, this air also occupies a space. That's why I have written, unless or until one thing is removed, means one matter is removed, the other matter cannot occupy the same space. Means all the matter occupies unique space. Okay. So any kind of matter, whatever you imagine, the sun that we are looking, the sun is what consists of hydrogen, helium, these gases mostly. Though there are gases, but the sun also occupies some space. Okay. Even whatever the air that we are breathing, the matter we are breathing. Okay, student. So just breathing is not a matter, but breathing of air in that air is a matter. Okay, the smell that we are sensing, the sensing is not a matter, but the smell of, they say, hot pakora or a smell of perfume, if it is written
Yeah.
like that, that is a matter.
Then it is a matter.
Because that smell is what? The air particle, means some of the perfume particle that is being converted from your, say, deodorant or any perfume which is in liquid
Sir,
phase
it
or
spreads.
maybe in gaseous phase, that dissolve into or mixed with the air, means
Yes.
some particle is mixed with the air. Yes, student, tell me.
Sir, it spreads around the room or somewhere.
Yeah. So that is what the tendency of gaseous phase. So whatever the phase that we will write, that have the different tendency. So liquid occupies what? The available volume, but it cannot evaporate. Okay, means that have fixed a space, but shape is not fixed. Solid have fixed shape as well as the volume, but gaseous particle, they have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Say a small amount of perfume can occupy the entire room, but the same small amount of perfume is present in the bottle, okay, while it is in liquid phase or while it is present in the compressed form. Say the deodorant that you are taking, it is what? One of the aerosol, means what is that? Mixture of air and some this liquid or
It's
foam particle. Okay, so while it is in the compressed or at the high pressure, it is in some compressed form. But when that pressure is released, it occupies the entire space. Okay. So any matter that you imagine, that must occupy the space. If it is not occupying the space, then it cannot be matter. Okay. So that's what I have written here. So that's why I had very beginning, I had asked you that you are feeling the, say, high temperature or low temperature, whether the temperature is a matter or not. No, a student, that cannot be a matter. Okay, the feeling of anything, say love or hate, that cannot be a matter. The smell, say, unless or until it is specified, a smell of deodorant, then this smell cannot be a matter. If only a smell is written, it cannot be a matter. But a smell of perfume is written, a smell of pakora is written, then it is a matter. Okay, because pakora particles, some of the particles from the pakora is coming, evaporating, and it is entering into our surrounding or air medium, then it is reaching to our nose. Okay, so that's why this smell of any specific thing is a matter, but only a smell word is not a matter. Are you getting? So this is how to identify. This is all belonging to our chapter 1, and hope you might be a bit knowing this thing. Okay, we will discuss there a bit more if the time allowed for later days. But here the matter simply means anything that occupies a space. So it is not notable thing. These are not matter. Okay, student? So matter must possess something, must possess a space. It must have some mass. Now this matter, so this matter have some specific property. All these matter, whether you are considering the gas or liquid or solid, they consist of a smaller particle. Okay, so any kind of thing that occupies a space must consist of certain particles which are very small. Okay, what is those particles, how they are classified, these things we have to learn. A student, these matters are broadly, means just to understand this matter, it is broadly classified into solid, liquid, and
gas.
gases.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
Okay, these are the things that you might have learned. A student, if I just summarize, so what was for the solid, what was for the liquid, and what is for the gas? Student, solid are those things which can be kept in our hand or which is always having a fixed shape. Okay, say if this pen, whether it is in this orientation or this orientation, the pen is always pen. It will always occupy the same amount of space, whether it is dipped inside the liquid or in air or placed anywhere. So this solid always have fixed shape and size. So it have fixed shape and size. A student, shape tells us the how it looks. Okay, shape simply means how it appears, say lengthwise, widthwise, or a sphere. It is all these things. So how it appears. Means how it looks. So maybe your lengthwise, width, what is the length, what is the width, what is the height, whether it is a spherical or circular, all these things. Okay, so it is always three-dimensional thing, so that we have to keep in mind. So a sphere. So how is this? So how it appears, a ball, it is a spherical in shape. So that is always one shape. But it is possible to have a tennis ball as well as a football. What is the difference between the tennis ball and a football? What makes difference? It is the
Football,
size
football
which makes
covers more
difference.
space
Okay?
more
and
space.
it
Yes.
occupies more
Size
volume.
It's
just
mass.
tells us how much space.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Tennis ball
Means
occupies less volume.
how much is the volume? Example,
Football.
say cricket ball and volleyball or say football, both are spherical. So same, they have same shape.
Shape, but
What is
different
that?
size.
It is the spherical, but different size. Are you
Different
getting this
size.
point? Yes. So this is what this shape and size means. Shape का meaning वो है कि वो कैसा दिखता है. सिलिंड्रिकल दिखता है, स्फेरिकल दिखता है, क्यूबिकल दिखता है, और क्यूबाइडल दिखता है. What this cube, cuboid, sphere, you have already learned in your higher standard how to identify different shapes. And we will also learn in mathematics how to calculate their volume, means how much space it is going to occupy. It is this one. But the thing about the liquid is that it have no fixed shape, no fixed shape.
No fixed shape. It can occupy any space or volume.
Good. But fixed size or fixed volume. So 1 liter,
Volume.
1 liter of milk, whether you place in a bottle of say 1 liter or more than 1 liter, then it will occupy. If the bottle is of the 1 liter, it will totally occupy the space of 1 liter bottle. But if you are going to put this 1 liter milk into the big bucket, it will just occupy the smaller space of that bucket, because the bucket itself have more volume, but only 1 liter of that bucket volume is being occupied. Say bucket is have the capacity of 5 liter, and you are pouring just 1 liter of milk in that. So only 1 liter of the space of the bucket will be occupied. Still the 4 liter will remain free. Means size or volume of this liquid is fixed. but
I
the
have doubt.
shape is what different. While placed in the 1 liter bottle, it is going to take the shape of bottle, which is nearly cylindrical. But placed in the bucket, say the bucket is of the frustum size, whose lower area is lesser, but the open area or higher area is a bit more. That is called the frustum. Then the shape of this powdered milk is also going to change. It is going to take the shape of frustum. If you are putting that in the bowl of 1 liter or 1 kg, it will take the shape of that bowl. Okay. If you are going to put in a
Sir, I
sphere
have
of
doubt.
1 liter, it is going to take the shape of a sphere. Okay, student. So that's why liquid do
Sir,
not
I have
have any
doubt.
fixed shape, but it always have fixed volume. हाँ बोलिए.
Sir, when in 5 liters of bucket, if we put 1 liter, then remaining 4 liters is covered by air.
Yes, remaining 4 liter is occupied by air. So what is the gas that we are going to learn, which do not have no fixed
Sir.
shape nor fixed, means neither fixed, right, in better word, that it have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Volume is the size, okay, nor fixed size or volume. Example, if anything is vacant, this gaseous phase or liquid or air can occupy it. This is the tendency of this gaseous phase,
Okay, sir.
right? It occupies, this is the main characteristic, it occupies all the available space. Whatever the available space is there, it will occupy it. If other material, say liquid or solid, is going to place there, it will automatically vacate from there. So any other solid or liquid is placed there, it vacate that space. Why all this happen? Because the gaseous particles are free to move. Say if some space is occupied, means where the inside a bucket, initially the air is occupying that space. Once if we are putting some milk or water in that bucket, so depending on upon the amount of water we are putting, that much space is vacated by air, means air will be removed from there and water will present there. Though there is a chance that some of the air particle also dissolve, or gaseous particle also dissolve in the liquid. Okay, but that amount is very less. More detail we will learn in next chapter. A student, so this is how the matter simply mean. What are the various characteristic? Other characteristic we will learn separately. A student, in all these cases, whether solid or liquid or gas, whatever the thing that we are going to consider, all these things always contain or consist of very small particles. So that is what we have to continue. All the matters while I am talking for the matter, it may be your solid, liquid, or gas, consists of very tiny particles. Okay, means the same kind, that particle is of the same kind, consists of very small particles. So let me correct it.
Sir, can you show back page?
Just wait 1 minute. Let me write just this page. So all the matter consists of very, very small particles. These are also called as tiny particle. Okay, means what? Even if I am say considering a wood of this much pieces, say this is the wood. So wood of this much bigger size, say I am considering this as a cuboidal shape or cubical shape, so that you can slightly understand. Yes, sorry, it's malfunctioning. Okay, it have been not saved. See, consist of, right, once again, very, very
Small
small particles. So I'm considering a wood piece. A student, this I'm considering, whatever the size may be. This piece of wood, this consists of, so if you are just going to rub this wood or going to just peel a small particle of the wood, what you will get? You will get the characteristic of that peeled small particle same as that of the wood. Okay, if you further destroy it, you will get what? A small grains. Okay, means, or even just by rubbing this or even grinding this or cutting this, you will get the very, very tiny particle. So all this will be the wood. Say I am taking just a small particle. So all these are consist of various smaller particle are hold together to form this bigger size wood. So these are the smaller particles of wood, which are held together to form bigger size matter. So whatever the matter we are taking, whether of the wood, so this will be your wood particle. A student, in place of wood, if you are taking this as the iron piece, then what it will be? You will get the iron particle. So I'm considering this as the iron. Then it also consists of the same very tiny particles. So these will be the iron particles. Okay, student. So these large number of particles combined together in such a way that the particles are very closer, it is going to form solid. Okay, similarly in the liquid, say water always have to be placed in some container. So this is the water that we are taking. So water again consists of a smaller particles, and keep in mind these particles are such that one of these particle can move between the spaces of the adjacent particles. Okay, student? So they are not Means it is possible that this particle will come here and this particle will go at the top. How we are observing? Like the bubbles that we are observing from the liquid. While heating, we are observing. So while we are heating this with a flame, so these heated water particle will raise up and this will go down. Okay, so these are the water particle.
Water vapors.
Yes, ultimately it will vaporize. So this is what just the smallest one which retains the identity of water. Whoa. So this we will see. Whatever this iron we are saying, we will observe that the smallest, it will be the Fe itself. What is Fe? These are element. This is a compound. This thing we will see. If I am just taking an open space, it is our air. This I am taking. So air are also, they contain the same, whatever the liquid is there, the similar kind of things. But here, the spacing is very high. So this is what air particles. Now these air particles may contain your oxygen, denoted as O2, may contain your carbon dioxide, CO2, may contain your, say, the any other thing, say hydrogen, helium, many more gaseous particles are present in this air. Say hydrogen, helium, this is present.
Argon.
H2, yes, argon, neon. Carbon is mostly present in solid form, but carbon dioxide, this is the gas which is formed. Okay, so it is this one. We will learn this thing. So these are what? These are the particles. So here the spacing is very high. Spacing between particles is very high. Okay, student? Here this spacing is there, but it is low. Spacing between particles is lower, not the lowest. So it is very high. You must underline this thing. But you will get that whatever the particle that we are drawing here, this spacing is very, very small. That's why you cannot put your hand inside the solid particle. But the spacing between liquid is high. That's why you are able to put your hand inside the liquid particle, say inside milk or water. But gas, the spacing is so high that you do not perceive that you have to apply some force. Okay, so very, very small spacing, it is the difference. So, and these particles are held tightly. Particles are held tightly. So therefore other particle cannot come in this intermediate space. So other particle cannot come in whatever this spacing between these two, it is called as the intermediate space. Intermediate or interparticle space, also called as interparticle space, also called as intermolecular or interatomic. So cannot come in between these particles. So that's why unless or until you remove this complete wood piece, you cannot place other thing. Okay, here the spacing is more. Even if you are going to pour some milk over this water, So milk will try to enter in between this space and water will try to overflow and come out of this. Okay. But while putting the milk in this air particle, air will easily evaporate. You will not feel. Okay. Easily will means is air or gaseous particle easily vacate because the spacing is very high. So because of this spacing, the force of attraction or these particles are held very, I mean, feebly or held together by a very small force or even negligible force called interparticle force. More we will learn in the chapter 1. Okay, student? So it is what the matter is or the particle is. Now, how these particles are classified or how these matters are classified. Like here we have seen the solid. One of this is the solid. The other we have seen as the liquid. The third we have seen is the gas or gaseous phase. So these are the phases of the particle or the matter. Now, how these things, how this matter consists of, means whatever the smaller particle that we are saying here, how is these smaller particles are, which kind of particles are present in a matter. Whether it consists of only one kind of particle, then it is called as the pure matter. If it consists of different kind of particle, then it is called as the impure matter. Now, student, let me take another, say our sambar or say khichdi. You are knowing, no, sambar or khichdi?
Yes, sir.
The sambar that we are eating, how is this? Sambar contain what? Student, this sambar contain
Liquid.
large amount of liquid water.
Liquid water.
Okay. In addition to that, you are putting the various waste material. Yes, these are the vegetable.
Tables.
Okay. Some amount of salt you are also putting. So the salt is also there. It is what? Salt. Not only salt, the various spices you are also putting. The spices that we are putting here and there, they are also floating everywhere, almost uniform. So what is this? If I am taking this sambar contain all these things. So whether it consists of only one kind of particle? No.
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 A thing which do not contain only one kind of particle means this contain, so this sambar or BHAR, okay, whatever the English may be, contain many kind of particles.
Sir, air is also present.
Yes, in between the air is also trapped. Okay, so air is also trapped because it is in liquid phase. Okay, so wherever these many kind of particles are present, it is called impure material, impure or mixture. A student, now coming to this air. Air also contains these kind of things: oxygen, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, etc. So many kind of things are present in this air. So air is also a mixture. But if I am considering the water, I am neglecting air is dissolved. I am neglecting or I am not considering any salt is dissolved in this water, or even any sugar is added in this water, then the water, all the water particle contain only this much. So it is a pure, only one kind of thing is present in this water or glass of water or the mineral water that we are taking. It is the H2O only. So it is a pure, only one kind, and it is this one is present. If I am considering the iron, it contains only one kind of particle Fe. So it is called as the atom. And only this particle is present and it is called as the pure. Okay, student? If I consider the wood also contain a specific kind of thing. Okay, though contain the various category of things, say some may be your dark wood, light wood. Okay, so considering all these things, the wood is also not very much pure. Okay, the different part contain different kind of wood. But if I consider the wood itself, say particular kind of wood, that contain again your cellulose, okay, or glucose or carbohydrate kind of thing. So it is also a mixture here. Wood is also a mixture, but at the fine level we will see it can be a pure. Okay, so this way what we are observing, that the matter can be classified just by considering whether it consists of only one kind of particle or different kind of particle. Okay, so if it consists of only one kind of particle, means only one kind of thing can be
Then it is
identified.
pure.
So the water that we are taking, it always tastes same kind, irrespective of whether you are taking from the Kaiga or Delhi or even from the foreign one. I'm not considering the dissolved salt or any kind of thing. So water always tastes water only. But if you are taking the sambar of even one family differ from the other. Means what? They contain different kind of ingredient, salt, vegetable, water, spices. So many kind of things are present there. So even this water is what? One kind. It is the pure.
Water is
This
pure.
salt is also a pure. We will see it is NaCl. This
Pure.
water is H2O.
H2O.
Yes, student, write it. The spices also contain some specific kind of thing. Means various pure substances are mixed together, where the pure substance can be separated as per our requirement. So such a mixture is called impure substance or simply the mixture. So student, how the matter is classified, just I will write the classification, then I will stop it here, because next day I will start. You people are not very much clear with these basics, so that's why I have explained. Otherwise I can go to directly to our this chapter, but I have avoided it. So how this matter is classified? Classification means broader division. So right, classification of matter. Classification of matter. A student, I had just told you broadly, I had told about the solid, liquid, gas. But next I will explain there are two kind of characteristic. One is called physical characteristic, and another is called as the chemical characteristic. Physical characteristic, which is just because of appearance. Okay, like how is the length, how is the shape, how is the size, when is the melting, all these things we will see. How is the color, all these things. So these are the physical characteristics, how they are existing, whether solid, liquid, gas. So it is that one. Another is chemical. Chemical is basically the behavior toward the other, that we will learn next day. But let us write that chart. How is this classification? So this classification is broadly based on two property. One is called as the physical classification, another is called as the chemical classification. So right, physical classification, The another one is called as chemical classification. A student, please write this
Yes, sir.
table. This is very important. Everything I will explain. I will start from the same table on next day. Now this physical classification, this can be in the form of, means how the matter exists. It can be the solid,
Solid or liquid.
liquid, or
gaseous.
gas. The best example that you are observing, say ice or ice cube. You can hold it in your hand for a certain moment, but holding for a longer time, it gets converted into the water.
Liquid. If we
Then
heat it, it
further,
becomes
if this
vapor.
remains
Vapor.
for a longer time on any surface, it gets converted into the vapor.
Vapor or gas.
So this is the example. Okay. So, but all these are, it is also H2O, but it is in the solid phase. It is also H2O. It is also H2O. Okay. So chemically, they are the same thing. There is no any chemical change. But physically, means how they appear. One appear as solid, another as liquid, another as gas. Okay. So how these things, this we will learn. Yes, tell me.
Sir, quantity will be changed when it is converting from ice to water.
Yeah, volume may change. Say, if you consider the mass, mass remains unchanged, but volume, how much space it is going to occupy, that may change. Say, ice even occupy more volume than liquid water, and this water vapor occupies high volume than 1 liter of water. Okay, this we will see later. मैं आपको एक दिन बाद में बतलाता हूँ, ये आपको पूछता है. So volume will change, but if you are considering the mass, mass means how it is measured by the plane balance. Say 1 kg, 2 kg. So 1 kg of ice will produce 1 kg of water only. Even if you are vaporizing and keeping it in a bigger tank and removing or eliminating the weight of the or mass of the tank, the amount of water vapor will be 1 kg only. So same mass but volume changes. आपको यदि लिखना है तो लिख लीजिए. They have same mass but different volume. So ये अलग अलग चीजें हो जाती हैं यदि आपने इसी को यदि ऐसे कन्वर्ट किया तो. वॉल्यूम मतलब कितना स्पेस लेता है ये. We will discuss later. A student, now coming to this chemical classification. This chemically, whether the material consists of only one kind of thing or different kind of thing. If the matter or material consists of only one kind of thing, it is called as pure matter. Or pure substance. Or pure substance. And if it contains more than one kind of pure matter, like our sambar, it is called as impure or
Pure matter or impure substance.
yes, impure matter. If you want to add that word, you may add. Or mixture. Okay. We will see later. This pure matter includes our two kind of things. One is called element. What are these elements? That we will see. Another is called as compound.
Compounds.
A student, the oxygen that we are considering, even the solid phase, the iron, Fe that we have considered, these are the elements. But the water that we are considering, the milk, though milk is a mixture, so water we are considering, or any other kind of a specific liquid we are considering, they are the compound. Various, so many compound that we will write later. Even the carbon dioxide, it is the compound. Oxygen is element, not the compound. Okay. Various other gases like ammonia, NH3, all these are compound. We will see later. Compound may also be in the solid phase like alum and other thing. Now coming to this impure or mixture, they are broadly again classified into two depending on their appearances or sedimentation. One is called as the homogeneous.
Heterogeneous.
Yes. And second one is called as heterogeneous. Okay, student. Now we will further see this homogeneous mixture can be your solution or alloy, like the air that we consider, no, air, it is the homogeneous mixture, it is a solution. Alloy like brass that we are using for making the idols for worship, that is also a solid mixture. This heterogeneous, we will see two kind of thing. One is called as the colloidal solution. So right, it is colloid. It is basically the colloid that you have to learn. Another one is called as the suspension.
Suspension.
Yes. So these two things are. We will see the example also. The milk that we are taking is the best example of this colloidal solution. Okay. So this thing we will see. Suspension are many one. Yes, example, the say your mixture of sand in water, say mud that you are taking. Okay. So solid dust particle are suspended in the liquid water. So mud, it is many more are there. So all these things we will see later. Okay, student. Even these element classified into two that we will see later, or even this you will learn in next class, in class 10th. One is called as the metal, another is called as the non-metals or metallic, another is called as non-metallic.
And metallites.
Yes. And in between these two, there is another category called metalloids. Good. These things are presented in our book also. A student, if you go for the compound, broadly you can see these compounds are of the two category. One is called as the organic compound, another is called as the inorganic compound. So these are the broader classifications. These things we will learn later. Like here NH3 that we have written, CO2 that we have written, and H2O that we have written, all of these are the inorganic. But methane, CH4, that if we are taking,
Yes,
that
sir.
is the organic. The alcohol that we are drinking, that is the organic. The C2H5OH, C2, I mean today this stylus is not working properly, so creating some problem. Next day I will correct it. C2H5OH, this thing we will learn. Okay, so what all these classifications, everything we will learn tomorrow. Okay, student. So today we have just started with
Yes, sir.
what is matter, just about that brief introduction we have seen. then this matter can be classified, means how they are existing in nature, maybe considering their physical property or chemical property. Considering physical property, they may exist as solid, liquid, or gas. And considering the chemical property, what are their chemical behavior toward the other? It may be your pure or impure. If it consists of only one kind of particle, it is called as pure. If not, then it is called as impure. Okay. Then it is impure, homogeneous, heterogeneous, but this pure element or compound, element again metallic, non-metallic, compound organic, inorganic, homogeneous mixture, maybe solution or alloy, heterogeneous mixture, colloid and suspension. And whatever the example I have written, that you have to keep in mind. Okay, so this table is very important. You have to keep this thing in your mind. A student, what should be the homework? So please read the chemistry chapter 2, your textbook. Please read the first 2 pages. Okay,
Okay.
please read this. And whatever the mathematics question, if you have not solved, then please solve those. Okay, and again tomorrow we will meet.
Okay, sir.
Let us stop the class.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
सर रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट किए.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, stop the recording.
Sir, it is not there.
तो उधर नीचे क्या है?
ಮೂರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದು